listening to the podcast that no one listens to with your host, Kevin Porter.
Yeah, we were playing Final Fight here a couple weekends ago, and we ended up just like smashing through it really quick. But I mean, like, they're unlimited lives, so you know it's the wonderful thing about video games today. It's like kids don't know the hardship of like having to manage your lives in a video game, dude, and not having 100 100 repeats in that one specific area. Now it's like you just repeat and repeat once you get to a checkpoint.
I know. Actually, before I left today, I set my daughter up on the Switch, and she was playing Super Mario 3D World.
Oh, dude, that's a fun fucking game. I have that. Yeah, it's a fun game.
She's 6, so like she understands most of it. She can run around, jump around, and jump on dudes and stuff. But there's those like hard parts like that are kind of like, I don't know, not really. I mean, it's like Mario puzzle, I guess. But like it's just kind of, you got to figure it out, and she doesn't quite have it yet. And so like I was showing her, I was like, oh, check it out, and I showed her, and I did it for her, and she she likes it. They're really into Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, Super Smash Brothers is fun.
They like playing that a lot, but
you guys play it on the big screen?
Yep.
Yeah, I love that Switch, man. That Switch is like, I don't know, man. It's like, to me, it's like, I don't know, because like it feels like it's better than a PS3, right? Like it's better than a PS3.
It's
getting better. I mean, I don't know.
It's just funny because
coming out on it seemed like pretty decent.
Well, yeah, and then I went ahead and like, so they just updated it, and I did my I don't know, I guess, what do they call it, an upgrade? Like I upgraded my membership.
Yeah, I did that too. Yeah.
So now you can get 64 and Genesis games on there. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I haven't really messed around with anything on there because it's like I get all excited and I'm like, I don't really want to play these games.
Well, there's not that many good ones. I mean, they have Streets of Rage on the Genesis.
Even the Super Nintendo ones aren't that great. Yeah.
Generalizing it, like all of them together, dude. Like, yeah, I mean, they have all the a lot of the classics, but it's pretty fucking outside of that. Because like, I mean, all the copyright issues that I guess they have, with licensing, like all the actual, like, it's like, are we really gonna get 007
right?
Fucking, on the Switch? I don't think so. Maybe
we'll see.
They do that. They'll do the Mike Tyson. What they did with Punch Out. They'll just take off Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And release it.
Yep. You'd think they put Little Mac on Super Smash, so it's like you'd think that they'd be like, all right, well, if we could do that, we could do this, but who knows?
Yeah. Who was it Activewear, Rareware, or whatever? I can't even remember the name of like the company. I remember the logo in my head. I can see the logo in my fucking head, I think, or maybe it's the Donkey Kong logo. I don't
Well, I was gonna say you do see the Rareware logo when you play Donkey Kong Country.
That's what I'm thinking of in my head, dude. I love Donkey Kong, dude. Donkey Kong is the shit, dude.
Yep. Classic. I got that SNES Classic. You plug it into the TV and it's all the Super Nintendo games.
Yeah, dude. Have you modded it?
Might have talked about it before. Yes, I did. I
modded it. It's been a year, Josh.
I talked about it, maybe, but anyways, yeah, you can plug those into the computer and you can put games on them like ROMs,
right.
And you have to add a program to it, and you have to be careful. And I'm not a computer guy, so like I literally just sat there and watched step-by-step YouTube videos and was like, okay, I do this and I do this and I do this, and then I went from, I think it comes with like 26 games or something like that. I forget, it might be more, but I want to say I put like 30 more games on it. A couple of them didn't work because they were kind of bunk ROMs. Like every once in a while you get those like shoddy ones that like they start to work and then they don't. And it's a bummer. And it sucks because it's the ones that I really wanted to play. But, other than that, you put the good ones on there, like, that you remember and shit like that. But, I don't know. I haven't really busted it out in a while because, it's like I did that and then it's like, boom, the Switch. I got my Switch and then I started getting Super Nintendo games on my Switch. And so I played those every once in a while. But I don't know. Like we were saying earlier, there's not too many great ones. Like there's ones that you can sit there and have fun with. You're playing like 2-player or something like that,
Right.
But other than that, it's really kind of just I got the new Xbox.
You got the
X Series X. Like,
is that what it is? Because the previous one was at the Xbox One.
Okay.
So I always get that mixed up.
I got that and it's cool. at first I was just kind of like, like, because there wasn't too many games that were
Right.
like, I don't know. I didn't. The ones that I had were compatible for the system, but I at the time couldn't tell the difference, and it was really weird. It's like I went without playing it for a little while, and I'm assuming maybe it just had updated and just like worked bugs out. And I turned on a game the other day, and like I was like, holy crap, this looks different. And like I could see the difference in the graphics and stuff. Like I'm not one that's like, man, look at these graphics, like, because I mean I'm always fucking playing like pixel games and shit, But I was like, holy shit, this game looks amazing. And then, I started going into other games and looking at them, and yeah, I mean, I can tell the difference. It's really cool. But, like I said, it's funny, like, I play those expensive AAA games and, with really good graphics, but, like, I always gravitate back towards, like, I'm like, hey, that game looks like it was a Super Nintendo game, but it's new. Like, I'm going to check that shit out.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I love pixel games.
There's tons of those on the Switch also.
Oh, yeah. I
like,
play several, dude. Like, and anything that's like Castlevania, I'm that, like, Metroidvania type fan.
Right.
I like running through, doing progression, running back through big maps and stuff. Symphony of the Night was the best, but nowadays it's like so many people are just like, oh, let's make a Symphony of the Night game, but yeah, still, I mean, I don't complain because if they're good at it, then why not?
I just downloaded Blasphemy on the Switch. Like, I waited for it to go on sale, and it like went on sale for like 75% off, dude. So got it for like $6, and like I haven't gotten to play it yet because I was waiting for it to download. I also got Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, nice. I think it was 11. Yeah, because that was on sale too. So
Blasphemous. Yeah, that game looks really fun, and I wanted to play it. I actually was on the fence about that game and another game. I downloaded one called what is it called? Death's Gambit.
I think I've seen that.
Death's Gambit Afterlife. So I never heard of it, and then they re-released it just a couple months ago as like this, they did all of the, because it was a computer game, I think back in 2018. Okay. And so, they had all this DLC and all that shit. So they went ahead and made it for the Switch, but just put everything in it. And it's really fun. It's hard. Like I've struggled with it, and I've been, every time I pick it up, I'm like, oh, but I put it back down because I get busy or whatever. But it's really, really fun. But it's just like Blasphemous. Kind of reminded me of that. That's why I was like, oh, I'll get this one or I'll get this one. And I kind of watched some videos about each of them and was like, I'll go with this one. It seems like maybe I'll get a little more out of it. But I'll wait till Blasphemous is out it's out on everything right now. But, yeah, I think I could download it on Xbox, actually. But
that's the great thing about, like, I know, it's just like, everything's so cross-platform in that sense. I mean, the Switch doesn't have everything. But, a lot of those games are all like, fucking, you can get them on any three of the systems. And PC.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I know, it was funny. I'm trying to think of what the last game was. I think I bought Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I bought that game, and I was like, oh, I was like, oh, do I want to spend $60 on this? I was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that. I was like, I could.
Dice.
But I was like, well, I know I'm gonna like it, and that was what it was. And I was like, I went into it blind, didn't watch any videos, didn't do anything. I was like, all I watched was the trailer, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna fucking play this game, and so started playing it, and I did. I sunk, I think, like 100 hours into it, and over 100 hours, and then like did everything I could, and I didn't. I didn't get disappointed. I really, really liked that game. And then, lo and behold, like a week later, I got a text message from a friend, and he was like, hey, dude, they just put this on Game Pass. And I was like, really? Shit, dude. I was like, well, you don't have the special stuff that, I got because I bought the game. I was like trying to justify it.
It's like, I paid for the ultimate package, dude. I do that every time with like wrestling, dude. Like, I don't like play my way through the game and like beat all the matches and like win all the shit. And I'm just like, I'll pay the extra fucking $20 to just unlock everything. I don't know. I've never played one of those Yakuza games though. I've seen like I've heard like people talk about them on podcasts, and they seem really cool.
The like they're fun beat 'em up games. Like the one that I played was like more of an RPG. Like they turned it into an RPG for that specific game. Yeah, it was really fun, and it was full of extremely crude humor, like weird Japanese shit, like. but it was hella hilarious. Like, I mean, I'm into Japanese stuff, so to me it was really funny, and my friend who played it, like we had a great time playing it. It I don't know, check it out. And I mean, if anything, that's the fun thing about it, is it's one of those games that will make you laugh, and if a game can make you laugh,
Yeah. I didn't realize, because like, wasn't it like Japanese mafia? Isn't that like the
that's what, like,
stuff?
yeah, well, yeah. And
I didn't realize it was like funny like that.
Well, no. See, in the other ones, there's like weird, serious, like they're mostly serious, but there
is comedy to it.
Yeah, they add comedy in there, and you're just kind of like, wait, what the heck? But this one was strictly like, I mean, it'd be dead serious for like like 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden it'd be like, okay, what the hell's going on? Like, this is ridiculous right now. But yeah, it was really fun. But like I said, Game Pass is one of those things where it's like, I have a Game Pass, so it's like it's made me hesitant in buying games. And I haven't bought a game in a while, actually, probably since that one.
Wow.
And that came out, I think, last year in March or something. Yeah, close to my birthday last year. And yep, I haven't bought another game. I like an $8, $9 game here and there.
Right.
Because I play a lot of indie games.
Yeah.
But what was the last one I just bought? Oh, I just bought this one called Loop Hero because it was on sale.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, no, I saw that.
It's really fun, dude. It's like one of those games where I was like, man, this is going to be really hard. And it is really hard. But it's like as soon as you get that groove down, like, and you start playing it, you're like, oh, okay. But it's, it's not fucking easy. Like it's like you want to, like, you have to set shit up just perfectly so your little dude keeps going in a circle. That's why it's called Loop Hero.
Right.
But it keeps going and going, and like, and you basically you modify it on the fly, and as he makes one full pass on the loop each time, he's stronger and the enemies get harder, and like. And then it's so at the same time you're laying down like traps and shit for him, like you're making it you make it harder for him, like more risk, more reward kind of a deal. And so it's really fun, but it's really hard. I haven't even beat one boss yet. Damn, dude. Like because it's like you go and you go and you go, and then you get the decision. It's like, hey, do you want to go back and keep all your shit, or do you want to keep going and try and fight shit? And it's like, well, I've got this much health, and I've got all these items. I'm probably going to die and lose everything, because if you die, it's like a 70% penalty. Like, you lose 70% of the items you have. Boom. Like, it's like, oh, crap, I really needed that shit, and I just lost it. So, it scares you into, like, leaving. And so, like, you leave, you get all your shit, and then you can do stuff outside of the game, outside of the little loop, that kind of helps you.
Yeah.
And so, you add to that, go back into your loop, start going. And yeah, it's fun, but like I said, it's hard, and it's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty crazy. Like,
the first time I saw that on the Nintendo store, like I was like, oh fuck, I wonder if it's like Guitar Hero or something. Loop Hero, I thought it was like some DJ game or something.
Yeah, you make loops, and you gotta, yeah. That'd be great.
It looks fun though, dude. I know. I watched the trailer for it. I didn't really spend too much time like studying it. I just kind of watched it for just a couple seconds.
That's the cool thing. Yeah, that's the cool thing about watching fucking like YouTube videos. I'm like, well, that game looks really neat. I better see what it's about, and then you can jump on there, because there's all kinds of assholes that just do video game YouTube for a living, and they get early access and stuff, so it's like,
hey man, I got 500,000 views today. Today was a good day, Josh.
Like, I was playing a game that all right guys, this game isn't out yet, this is some test footage, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it for you guys.
Like, Capcom, trust me. And they trust me to deliver a solid review.
So I watched quite a few videos on Loop Hero, and I was like, you know what, and it was a pre-order. So it was on sale for like $9 or something,
Yeah.
And I was like, all right,
it's not bad.
I'll do it. And so like people were already playing it on the computer. So I was just like watching people play it on the computer. And I was like, all right, I got an idea of how this works.
Yes. Got a good intel on it. Yeah. I know. I don't really go to YouTube a lot for video games. Like, just like check them out before I buy them.
Yeah.
I don't really buy like too many video games. Like, the ones I have bought are usually the Mario games.
Yeah.
Like, I just bought Mario Party. Like, I want to pick up Mario Golf eventually.
Honestly, the only games I think I buy anymore are for the Switch, because it's like, I would rather buy the game for the Switch just because, like, You know, sometimes you can find those for cheap, used. But, you know, if you try and buy, like, fucking Mario Party or Super Smash Brothers on the Switch, they never are on sale. Yeah. They're always fucking $60.
The sales
no
are
matter
very
fucking
limited.
what.
Yeah.
Well, and Nintendo, they're not going to give you a game at price
Discount.
unless they really want to. It looks like...
Well, it's like they just had like a Black Friday sale or something. It was barely on sale, dude. I think that's what it when I got it. It was like a fucking 30, not even 30% off.
Like,
Maybe it was like 20%
yeah,
off.
they're really big discounts. We're on
paying,
games
like,
that you've
40.
never heard of, or like games that you're like, this looks like fucking shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay for that.
Yeah. Oh no, dude. I got the one thing I do play on my Switch a lot. I did get like a couple when I first got it. One of the first games I got was NBA 2K. It was like 2K20 or something.
Yeah.
And that's pretty fun. That's actually a pretty like decent like running sports game because I got the wrestling game for it, dude, and it's a piece of shit, dude. 2K18, dude, like it's just a piece of shit.
I know, dude. Some games I just look at them and I'm like, I don't think that looks very good for being a Switch game.
They tried like porting it basically what you would do off the like the PS4 or the Xbox. It's clunky, dude. It's like just way too clunky. But the basketball games are pretty fun. I haven't played the soccer games. I wish they had fucking Madden, dude. That's one thing I was looking up last night. I was like, I want to see when they had like any plans. Like nothing this year, so hopefully next year, right? I guess.
Yeah, you never know.
I know. Like that's what I want to fucking play, dude. I want to play some hockey on there too, dude.
Right, that would be fun.
I love hockey games. I know I've said this before, but like the first time I ever played a hockey game was at your house, like back on the day, like off Lincoln or whatever it was.
Hell yeah!
I played Eric on Nintendo 64.
Were you playing a 64 game? That's hilarious.
Yeah, we were in your garage smoking weed, and we were fucking playing that shit, dude. I just remember that was like the first time I ever played. I was like, this is fun. Like,
right.
I got the game down. I was like, this is like a fun fucking game.
It had been like NHL like 99 or something.
Yeah,
like
that's what it was.
Like
yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
Something fucking some weird hockey game. Because hockey games are those are like the one sports games that I really like. I tried to fucking download. I downloaded NHL. I think it was 2020 or 2021. You know.
Yeah.
And I was playing it, and it's dude. They're so hard.
You can set it to like NHL 94 because I don't know. Did you ever play that shit on the Sega? Yeah, dude. Fucking sometime, dude. We'll set up my Sega. And we'll play some NHL 94, dude. And that's like was the shit back in the day, dude. Back in the 90s, like that was the hockey game.
Yeah.
And you can set the controls though to kind of be similar up to that, so it's like very simplifies.
It's like just more simplistic.
Because like, dude, when it's like on that hybrid control and shit or whatever it is, like, dude, you gotta it's a whole.
It's like you have to control the puck and stuff.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. Like you gotta. I don't know. It's nuts. It's fun. Like, and I get it. Like, if you could get really good at it, I understand that it's probably really cool to play. Yeah. Just like Madden. It's just
I love Madden.
I can't get the rhythm of Madden, dude. Like, it doesn't work for me. Like, I try so hard.
Yeah.
And then as soon as like I start playing, I'm like, wow, I fucking suck. And it's like, you know, I understand football enough to like run the plays, but it's like as soon as I try and play a game, I'm like, nope, can't do it. It's like
you gotta like, I don't know. I'll play like Ray. Ray knows like so much about. He knows a lot more about football than I do. And like every time I play him on fucking Madden, dude, like he knows exactly what to play. And I'm not that good, dude. Like I can't like look at the defense and be like, oh, they're gonna fucking blitz here. I can't break down a fucking play like that. I'm not that good at it, dude. And he just fucking stomps me, dude. I just remember one time though, I did beat his ass, dude. And I took the fucking picture on my phone and posted it on Facebook.
NFL.
It was the one time I beat him, dude. I had to fucking celebrate.
Yeah, it was like NFL Blitz. Like,
Blitz was fun.
We used to just play that shit on my 64.
I had that. Yeah, I had that for the 64 still. That's a great game, dude. I played in the arcade. You go down to that the place downtown.
Which one? Oh,
Drinking
I
game?
did. I drive by it every day because I drive home after work. But yeah, I have not been into those like into the barcade.
It's pretty
any
cool.
Of them yet.
I mean, it's pretty cool, man. We were doing stand-up comedy there for a little bit, so I'd go there like every weekend. I just play Pac-Man. I play Blitz. It's the only two games I would play.
Nice.
I think they had Galaxy.
Is there a lot of them? Like,
yeah, it's a good little arcade, dude. Like,
Nice.
there's like I'd say 30 fucking machines in there.
So it's like arcade machines. It's not like Super Nintendo like the other places.
Oh no, dude,
and
fuck
shit.
that. Like no offense to that place, dude, but like I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like it's cool that they have a super fucking Nintendo set up there, but like, dude, I could play Super Nintendo at my fucking house. I don't fucking need to go to a fucking place and drink. I could drink way cheaper beer at my house if I wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, it's cool. I was like, I was like, it would be fun. Like, it sounds more like a place where you want to go and play like fucking like Magic the Gathering, or which I have nothing. I have nothing against it, but it's cool, like dude. It seems like that would be a cool place to fucking do that.
For sure.
But like, you know, every time I drive by that drinking games place, like I see people come by and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I'm like, what do they got in there? But I can never tell. But that's awesome to know that it's like fucking arcade machines and shit.
It's a good setup, dude. Like I like the setup.
They got any like fucking like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, or anything?
They have. They don't have the original Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat in there, but they have like they do like out of all the machines, they have like one of those ones that's like a modded one. So, like,
gotcha.
They have like 100 fucking games, so you can play the Street Fighter games and shit like that. I was playing like WrestleFest or some shit. Like yeah, so they do have like one of the modded ones in there, so that's nice. And then like they have like I don't know like 2 or 3 pinball machines. They have the basketball, you know, they have like, you know, area for like
air hockey
ones.
And shit like that.
I don't think they have air hockey. Maybe they do. No, they have an area for darts though, a pretty decent area. Like a lot of people like we'd war with the people out there playing darts, like when we'd be doing open mic and shit, because they'd fucking complain about our fucking stupid jokes and shit. But yeah, no, dude, it's a nice little spot, dude. I totally shout that place out, dude. Like,
nice. We'll definitely have to give it a check out. Sometime.
Yeah, I mean it's legit quarters. I mean you just drop quarters in, dude. So. Yeah, I've always loved places like that, dude. Like it'd be cool to have one of those and like connect like a movie theater to it,
right?
And show like old school movies, like I don't know, like if we talked about it on the last time. It's been a year. I don't even know. It's so
exactly.
long.
I can't remember what we talked about.
Like the movie theaters around here were showing a lot of fucking old films before like Hollywood came back after COVID. Like they were open, so they're supplementing it with like old like 80s films, dude. Like so like we went and saw like all these like badass horror films, dude. We saw the Thing in theaters. We saw Nightmare on Elm Street. We saw People Under the Stairs.
Nice.
Saw Halloween 2. They did like a Halloween thing this year and showed like 8 different movies, dude. Like,
nice.
Yeah. We did double features like 2 nights in a row, dude. It was pretty fucking epic, dude. So
that's wicked.
I know, but yeah, dude. So what else is going on, Josh? How you been, buddy?
I've been good, dude. Yeah? Ain't much going on. Just like I said, I'm a busy guy. So, you know, it's like if I'm not home, you know, I'm usually working. Mm-hmm. And if I'm at home, then I'm, you know, just doing whatever I can.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I remember you were telling me last time, like we were talking, like you were telling me you're like going fishing a lot and stuff. Like,
oh yeah, I was.
Like, how was the fishing season this last year?
You know, it wasn't very good. I didn't do it. I fished.
Yeah.
Fished in the ocean again. Caught only small,
that's cool.
Small little teeny fish.
That's what's up.
But like whatever, I was still standing in the ocean, fucking casting a pole, so I didn't give a shit.
It's the best, dude.
You know, couple of times, you know, we did a lot more camping this year. Mm-hmm. Last year we didn't do as much camping, and I got to fish a lot more, but this year I was just kind of more focused on that shit. So I would fish whenever I got the chance, and if I could catch a fish, I'd catch fish. But I probably honestly throughout the whole fishing season, and you can still fish right now, but you know, I think I maybe caught like 4 or 5 fish, which is pretty sad. Like, you know, as opposed before, you know, that's a daily limit. Yeah, like, you know, you can catch 5 in a day and take them home. So I didn't do very good this year, but it was okay. I didn't really care. You know, I still, you know, I mean, sure, like 75% of it maybe is catching the fish. Like, that makes you really happy, but I still like going out there, chilling, listening to podcasts or music, and just fucking, you know,
just hanging outside.
Hanging out, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We went up to Lost Lake this year. That was like my first and only time going fishing this year.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, well, twice. I went twice technically, but yeah, no. Technically speaking, that was the only time I did go fishing.
That's me and Nikki and the kids. That's where we go all the time.
Nice.
Yeah, we go up to Lost Lake. It's bad. You got to go at the right times. It's bad with bugs a lot, but you go at the right time. You go at the right time, and they don't bug you.
I forget what month I went, dude. I want to say maybe like June or something. Like, I went up there with Darren. Like, we went up there for the day and shit, and like we caught like I don't know. I think he caught like 4 or 5 fish. I only caught like 3 maybe, I think. Yeah. But it was like it was like a learning experience for me, because I went to fucking Big 5. I bought my first pole, because I ended up just like having to get my license just for like, because I had to have it because I was on a boat, and so like I had to have it on there. So I ended up just buying it. So I was like, oh fuck, well I have my license, so it's like, you know, we set up a trip and went out there, dude. And like, you know that on the way back, there's that little offset area, like where there's a lake and stuff, and there's a little area to like cast off from when you're going up like White Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. We stopped back there, and dude, that was really fucking pretty, dude. Like,
yeah, there's lots of cool places up there. You go and look around. You know, like you go up there, you go Lost Lake and all that shit. That's fun to fish, fun to camp. Yeah. And then you go, you can go. I mean, you can fish at Clear Lake. I never catch anything up there. But then you can go to Dog Lake. That's pretty fun.
Dog Lake looks
cool. Really, really nice too. That's always like really just fun to go up and look at. But it's always packed. So, you know, it's kind of one of those places you got to get there really, really early. It's one of the, if you want to camp there, you got to get up there like, you know, Thursday night and get a spot.
Show up at like 6 o'clock.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you got to just like, you know, hunker down and hold the fort down by yourself for like 2 days until your crew gets up there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I went to Dog Lake like once when I was like a teenager. I remember like I was like going out with some chick and like her dad's like, you should come fishing with me, and like I'd like dude at that point, dude, because like I didn't grow up, like my dad never took me fishing or anything, so like I went there up fishing with him and shit. Like it was pretty cool. I mean, we caught a bunch of fucking fish and shit, but like I was only up there because I was like going out with that chick. And
yeah, Dog Lake's fun though. Like
it's nice.
If you're gonna fish
I like it up there.
But you know, I don't know. It just busy still though too with just the job leaving and stuff. I tried to fish, like, you know, I went up and stayed at Lake Chelan because of my job, and so I tried to fish in the lake, but it's like one of those lakes where it's like you need a boat.
Oh,
and like you couldn't really like I walked around, I was like, oh, this is really cool, you know, and I was like I walked around and I went like off the side of like where we were staying at the hotel, and I kind of walked on to like the side of the road, like, and down towards the water where it was a little deeper. But I couldn't catch anything, and so I sat there for probably like an hour or so. But then it started raining really hard, and so then like, you know, I was like, crap. So like, you know, I'm like soaking wet. I had to get back to the hotel and stuff like that. But I don't know. And then it's like, you know, you can't. It's not really fun to fish on the clock, or not on the clock necessarily, but fish, you know, when I got a time limit. I'm like, you know,
I spent the whole day as much time up there as you want.
It's like I got back, you know, when there was daylight, just enough daylight where I could go out there and see, and then before I knew it, it was too dark, and I was like, all right, well, time to go in.
Right.
But
yeah, you're going night fishing?
Yeah, I used to go and fish for catfish a long time ago, probably long enough where I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that was the appeal of it. It's like, oh, we get to go fish in the dark.
Where do you go fishing for catfish?
I think we were in Wallula.
Where the hell's that?
I don't know. Someplace in Washington. I just remember the name.
Washington. Okay. Yeah, catfish is crazy, man. Like all the different types of fishes, dude. Like there's a bunch of them, dude.
I mean, you can go around the I-82 ponds up here and fish in those. And
you can.
You can catch catfish and bass.
It's all stocked out, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go on a trip, dude. We'll go down to like I guess like down to like towards Portland or whatever, and like through there, and like go to the fish hatchery. Yeah, it's cool shit down there.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. I'd like to go.
Just get all high and just like go fucking stare at fish and shit.
Yeah,
like it's pretty fun.
It sucks though because it's like, you know, being a Washington resident, it's like $70 to fish for 3 days in Oregon.
Oh, see, I've never fished in Oregon.
Yeah, I fished in Oregon because we went and we vacation there every year. Yeah, and so I was like, well, you know, it's on this side of me I have fresh water, and on this side of me I have salt water. So I'm like, what do I want to do? And, you know, I'm mainly more stoked to go fish in the ocean. And this year I didn't have, like, any of my gear to stay warm. So I had my fishing pole. I went and did it for a little bit. It was like, all right, this is too cold. Then I went over to the, you know, the other side of the road. And there's, like, little lakes and ponds, you know, just for trout and stuff like that. Right. So that was cool, but, you know, if I wanted to fish for both things, and, you know, I could even have done shell fishing or whatever, but it cost $70 for that, like, 3 days or whatever.
I mean, like, yeah, just for 3 days, dude. I mean, fuck, yeah, because that's usually be like what it would pay for your whole year.
But I mean, if you got the shit and you're like an avid fisher, like that's, I'm sure, plenty of time to catch fish. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I guess, you know, and you're only there. It's just like, you know, it's like just like a, you know, it's like a donation to the state of Oregon. It's like you're
next time I go.
Here you go, you dirty bastards.
The next time I go, I want to go try and fish off of like one of because we drove into a town a little ways past where we were at, and you know, I saw.
Where'd you guys go?
We were in Rockaway Beach.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
And we went a little ways past, and there's a big old jetty, like, you know, big old rock like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
big
Like,
old
yeah,
rock
on the-
thing sticking out into the water.
Yeah, like, because, like, that's like Goonies area.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Kind
it's-
of, you know, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, so this big old rock formation out into the water, and there's dudes out there fishing, just sitting on the rocks, chilling.
Oh, no shit, dude.
So I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, that's where the fish are at. And I was like, oh, next time that's where I'll go.
You gotta get, like, a little canoe and just, like, fucking
In the ocean? I don't know, man.
take a canoe on the ocean? Yeah. No, probably not. Probably not. I don't know, dude. I guess if you're up in the Sound, though, you know, you can do it in the Sound and shit. But
Yeah.
definitely not out, like, on the Pacific. Full on in the Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
I know, it kind of scares me a little bit, dude. Like, I don't know, go to the ocean every once in a while, dude, but it's like you out there and it's like, fuck, what happens if that tsunami hits? You hear about like 40 earthquakes like
Right,
a week
you don't
ago
want
or
none
some
of
shit,
that.
dude. Like, you're just like, fuck. Clear out the town, dude.
I know, I respect the ocean, and it's scary enough just standing in it up to your, like, hips. I was up there, you
Yeah.
know, because that's what I was doing. I was standing up there, you know, almost up to my chest. No,
It's
yeah.
fucking in the Pacific?
Oh,
Like, yeah, it's fucking cold as shit, dude.
Yeah, it's really cold. I had waders, and so I put sweats on and, you know, waders and stuff, and I didn't want to go out too deep because I didn't want, like, the water to, like,
Sucked in.
slosh in or
Yeah.
whatever. So I went up probably just a little ways past my waist, and
Wow, see, I've never gone out that
boom,
far.
you know, and I
Yeah.
was casting with, you know, a big old huge weight,
Yeah.
and I was casting as far as I could out into the water, and then I'd walk back up to the shore. And
Oh, that
then
makes sense.
And then I
Okay.
would just kind of hang out and wait, and, you know,
Right.
it's like I could, you know, it took me forever to feel what the water was and what was a bite. You know, I'd reel in and be like, oh crap, and I'd have to
Right.
walk back out there and do it again. But eventually I got it, and then, you know, I think we just go at the wrong time because all the fish are small. So I'm just like, whatever, it's all good.
Go
You know,
catch
it's
like
still-
a sand shark or
It's
something.
still, yeah, right. No, it's still fun though. Like I said, it was just kind of more the experience. So
Yeah, no, dude. I can't say fished off the ocean. It's like fucking Jimmy Buffett, you know,
Right.
hanging out in Margaritaville. Fucking, I'm gonna cast a
well,
fucking pole out there.
I'm sure he was in a much nicer, warmer ocean.
Yeah.
You
He's
know?
down in like the Bahamas or something.
Exactly.
Dude. I don't know. Have you ever been able to like go down and like been in like the warm part of the ocean?
Never been to Hawaii. Never been to.
I went to
anywhere.
Florida, dude, and like I fucking got burned like the first fucking day because my skin's so fair, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I fucking like got so burned, but like, yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. Like, I was a little too scared to go like so far out just because of sharks and shit, dude. I'm a fucking pussy like that, dude. I was like, I'm okay.
Well, yeah,
right here.
dude. That's an okay fear to have. Man.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I was like, I'm just gonna fucking, I'm gonna try because I had like a bodyboard, so we were trying to like, you know, just surf it up and shit on the waves, and that was pretty fun. But yeah, that weather down there, dude. That humidity, dude. Like, we're lucky up here. We don't like really get hit with humidity like a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, humidity down there in the south, dude, it fucking kills you.
That's what I can't. You know, sometimes even if I go over to the coast, like where my grandparents are, you know, they're just in like Everett, you know,
Yeah.
and it's like, but it's still close to the ocean, and if you go at the right time, it's humid, and I can't deal with it. I remember I went one time and it was like, oh, what is wrong with this place, you know, because it was just like that moisture in the
none
air.
of them have air conditioning over there.
Right? Well, wait, no, it was like I'd feel fine, but it's just like my body couldn't acclimate. You know, it's like I'd sit inside and I'd be like, okay, I'm okay, but then it's like, you know, you just start getting hot again, and it was like, oh, this crap sucks, and so,
Yeah.
but you know, whatever. Now, you know, used to it now. Now I kind of miss it. I go over there all the time.
I haven't been to Seattle in like fucking 2 years almost, dude. Next year will be 2 years.
Yeah, we went up a couple of months ago, and it was really nice.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was nice to get out of town. It was a nice drive.
Well, it's like that drive over Snoqualmie, dude. Snoqualmie's like, it's a beautiful drive.
Yeah.
I always remember like listening to like Chris Jericho's podcast. He had like John Moxley on there. John Moxley's like, yeah, you know, they're all talking about like conspiracies and shit, and they're talking about Bigfoot, and they're like, fucking, you know, it's like, you know, you drive through fucking, you know, Washington State from Yakima to Seattle, and fucking, you straight up said that because they drive from the Sundome over like for TV the next day,
Sure.
and, for Raw or whatever. And they're like, oh, the fucking, you know, just like the mountains and stuff. It's like anything can live out there, and it's like, yeah.
That's crazy.
I've always like admired like Washington State and the Pacific Northwest for its, like, its beauty up here. It's like I haven't really gotten to travel to a lot of different places, but
I know, it's funny. A majority of the places I see on TV, it's like I see areas or locale on like film, and I'm like, yeah, it looks like Washington.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, this is New Hampshire," and I'm like, "Oh, whoa, what the fuck?"
New Hampshire.
Okay,
Who
you know,
wants
I'm
to
like,
live in the free state?
and, you know, I'm just like, "Oh, wow, that's like, you know, it's crazy how much we have that looks like everywhere else." Like,
Well, it's like, and top that off, I mean, we also got like a rainforest up there, you know, like there is a rainforest up there, you know, and then like that's, I don't know, dude. Like I did, like when I was a kid, dude, my dad lived in Lacey, so like there was like a forest behind his fucking house, dude. So like, in the summer, dude, like I remember one time we took like a fucking like hairspray and like we found like a thing of ants and shit. Dude. It was like took the lighter. It's like, ah, man, the shit you get away with when you were a kid, dude.
right?
You know?
Not worrying about forest fires or.
Dude, we really could have started a forest fire. But it ended up, like, last time I went up there, dude, like, for my brother's graduation, this, like, 2008, like, they tore all that shit down, like, turned it into development.
Wow.
Like, I haven't seen it in the years, dude, because that was, like, so long ago. It could just be houses now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. I don't know, dude. Like, it's fun. I remember all those trips we took to, like, go see Sean Holmes and Eric's van.
Oh, yeah,
high school
dude.
and shit, dude. Like, that was always those were always the best trips, dude.
I was telling someone the other day, like, because I was like, I forget what even brought it up, but they were just like, "Oh, have you ever drove to Olympia?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually, I have multiple times. Not myself, you know. Obviously, talking about when we went. You know, once I went with, I think it was, was it me and you and Eric to see Pennywise?
Yeah, dude, that was me, you, and Eric. And
That
then,
was
like,
just
Trent
us
was supposed to
three.
show up, and then Trent, like, for some reason didn't show up. I don't.
And you guys got me last minute, and we drove up, and then I remember I had to tell my mom. I remember I had to convince my mom to let me stay in Olympia. she was like, she's like, "You're gonna go to a concert in Seattle, and then you're gonna drive to Olympia after the concert.
It's not that far.
Are you gonna be drinking?" I was like,
Probably.
"No."
I don't think actually we weren't drinking.
And we didn't, dude. No, we
No.
didn't drink at all. We smoked a shitload of pot.
Yeah.
And then, what else was new back then? And, you know.
You were a good kid. I mean, if all you did was smoke a little bit of weed, it's like, they're just smoking a little bit of weed.
Well, remember, you know, we get to the fucking Pennywise concert. We have no money. And, like, we just get hella high. We show up there, and we're just like, you know, we get into the concert, and we're just like, all right. And I remember just being so hungry.
I mean, we're sitting
and
over in
so,
the corner.
like, thirsty. Like, all right, we just saw Pennywise, guys, but we need food and water now. Like, and then we drove to Olympia, and, you know, hung out with Sean, and that was fun. Like, then drove back the next morning. Then it was another time. It was me, you, and Trent, and was it me, you, Trent? No, it was me, you. Yeah, me and you, and
It was like a couple times.
You were driving your Geo. You drove
that time, yeah.
because that was when
man.
we flipped a bitch on the freeway.
Yeah, because we were going on to I-5. I remember that freaking me out because I didn't have a driver's
you
license
missed
or
your
anything.
exit,
Yeah.
and Trent was just like, "Hey, dude, you're supposed to turn back there." And I remember it was one of those surreal because it was like 1 a.m. and we were all just like super ripped, and we were all just quiet, like, what do we do?
And Eric, because dude, we drove up from Packwood.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And like Eric is like Eric's dad got a gig.
That's right. Remember, I was
Pete's
underage.
Diner or some shit. We were all underage. I couldn't go in there.
Was it me? Okay, so me and you had to hang out in the hotel room, and we smoked pot. Remember?
I don't even think Trent could get in there. I think he was underage also.
No, Trent could go in because his excuse
Well,
was he
like
was
18.
filming. Remember, because that's what he did. Like,
yes, yeah. No, I think you're right. You're right. He did go in there, didn't he?
So because we got there, and then I was like, remember halfway there, I was like, well, shit, this is all right. And then I remember being able to go in and stand by the door and watch the performance, but I was like, well, what's the fun in this? And then I plus looked hella underage, and so me and you.
So like
actually,
you've heard many Steely Dan covers.
Then right,
that's all you needed.
Then me and you, I remember going specifically to the gas station down the road, and we got yelled at by the people in the gas station because they said we were sagging our pants.
Probably were, dude. I was like, that gangster. I was like, West Side Yakima, bro. What's up, dude? Central Washington.
I was like, I really gotta pee. I will pull my pants up if I have to pee. Like,
right.
You know. So I pulled my pants up and walked into the bathroom, and you just walked out.
Yeah, because fuck that. I don't even remember
Trent
that,
hella
dude.
sagged his pants. Like,
I don't even remember that, dude.
It was so funny because, Trent just walked in and his pants were just like, down to his... I was just like, wow. I was like, I didn't realize that we are just like wearing our pants down past our ass. But
it's like, I could barely afford a belt, dude.
It was so funny. But then, like you were saying, what, they finished that show, we then decided last minute again to, hey, let's drive to Olympia. And that's what we did.
I wish I saw the video from that, dude. Because I remember we had a video camera going that whole time, and I ended up putting that like to music and shit.
You
like,
did. It was like I remember you. One of the I was so long
all
ago.
we used to do is like take a camera around with us, and then like we'd put like fucking punk rock music.
I just remember sitting there around in your house back in the day, and I remember your sister like a scene of me came on the radio or on the TV, and she was like, "You look so high," and I was just like me like.
Just fucking
just hired and shit, and I was just like, "Holy cannoli, I do!" But then it was like, that
was the first time I ever drove across the state, like that I drove.
So
like
funny, yeah, and that was the thing too. Like, did you have a license?
No.
Yep, didn't think so.
And we didn't even have insurance.
No, like we were just cruising.
Yeah, I was like 18 or some shit, dude. Like, yeah.
But Trent and Eric both had a license.
Yeah, both Trent ended up driving. I remember on the way
back home. Yeah, yeah.
But I remember because like I was like, well, it's my fucking car. Like, I was like, I don't know. I drove a lot like without my driver's license up until because I didn't get my driver's license until I was like 20, dude. It was like almost. It was a couple days away from my turning 21, and they're like, well, you can come back.
I was 26.
You're 26. I mean, whatever, dude. You know, like like I said, I was 20, dude. Like I took driver's ed and failed driver's ed because I didn't do the fucking homework, dude. Like.
I failed it twice, and I didn't want to do it again.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'll walk.
I'll wait till I'm 18.
I was like, I have a job. People will drive me around if I give them gas money.
Yeah, right, dude. It's not hard to get around here, dude. And plus, Yakima, man. You know, it's like
exactly. Where did I go?
Yeah.
There wasn't too many places I couldn't walk to.
Yeah. I remember spending the summer like 2010, dude. I didn't have a car, and I was like, that was the last time I didn't have a car, and I was walked all around town, dude. I had to take my skateboard for a while. I didn't have a job or anything, so like. It's not like I was really doing anything. I was just like hanging out. Like
no, yeah. Once I started working, I remember, and I still wasn't driving, and I was in Yakima.
Yeah.
Well, obviously still in Yakima, but like I would ride a mountain bike around town. Like that was how I got around.
A bike. You can get around Yakima probably pretty decently with a bike, I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I know I have a bike, but I just like. I get scared riding it out here, dude, because it's like, these people are going like 50 miles an hour, dude. And like,
no way.
I'm like, I'm not that, like, I don't know, dude. Like, I'll just take my skateboard to the skate park and like ride around a little bit, like get some exercise, but I don't know.
That's better exercise.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm fucking high as shit, Josh Bryant.
Me too.
Hell yeah, dude. Gotta light up again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really, I'll finish this off, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. No, man, thank you for coming on the podcast, dude. Like,
absolutely, dude. It was, yeah, it's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
It's like we're talking off before we were recording, dude, but like it hit me, dude. I was like, because like I want to get more people on the podcast and stuff, and like I was like, hey, I was just like looking through because I was like, who can I like get back, because I kind of forgot like who's all in the rotation of people to bring on here, and like I was going through all the episodes on YouTube, and I found the last New Year's Eve special that we did, and I was like, oh yeah, we did that, and then we did one the year before. And the year before was you and I and Ray drinking a bunch of beer at your house, and then we recorded over here and we were drinking a bunch of beer. And
I smashed my phone in the car door that night.
Oh yeah, dude, we drove to McDonald's and shit.
Yeah, we drove all over fucking the city, and we were just tanked.
Damn, that was 2 years ago, dude. That's crazy to think, dude. It was that long ago.
Right.
That's crazy. Yeah, because I remember that night pretty fucking vividly. I mean, that was a fun night.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, we did.
I mean, outside of that, I mean, obviously, I remember
we did the podcast in my kitchen. Like, we started it right there, and then we came back here and we finished it, and then we didn't we splice it and mix it around with like weird effects and shit?
Yeah,
like,
I did something. Yeah,
played the intro at the end, like or something. I don't know. Right. I remember it was funny though. I remember the next. Or whenever you released it, I had a great time. I was listening to it.
We released on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next year, me and you did that one on New Year's. I released that on New Year's Eve and we released this one on New Year's Eve. So it's safe to say we've started a tradition. Josh. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy fucking New Year, man. I know, it's crazy, dude. 2022, dude. It's like, hopefully this year is a good year. I have a feeling it's going to be.
I think so. That's all.
It's going to be a better year.
Yeah. I ain't gonna think about it being a bad year.
Nah,
let's just...
Dude. Keep it there.
See where it goes.
It's 420, dude. Look at that, dude.
Hey, right on.
That's live right there. That's a shoot right there, dude, brother. That's a fucking shoot. Fuck, man. Yeah, I haven't really been up to much, man. I've been like watch a lot of wrestling. You know, watch AEW a lot.
Yeah.
Have you heard of them?
Mm-hmm.
No. So they're like this new federation coming out, and it's like the owner is the son of the owner for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Tony Khan, and Yeah, dude, he straight up like got on TNT, dude, just like WCW was 20 years ago. So like they have a show every like Wednesday, and it's I don't know, like if you're not like I don't know, WWE's like very like it's like Disney, you know? It's like they don't really it doesn't like you see the same fucking match over and over and over again, right? So it kind of gets repetitive. And AEW's a lot more fresh with their shit, dude. Like they're a little bit better with their storytelling, I think, and it's been good, dude. It's the only thing I've been watching for wrestling. I don't really watch WWE anymore.
Nice. Yeah, I don't watch too many shows because I don't know. I don't like when I
just watch movies then, or
I'll watch movies if I want to spend my time watching something, it'll be usually like, you know, and if I do have time, like if I'm out of town, I don't usually watch shit. Like, or maybe if I do, I'll put something on that's like, you know, mindless, and I kind of just won't pay attention. Just background noise. What have I watched recently? I can't even remember. Nikki begged me to start watching that show You with her, which I finally
I don't even know.
Like,
I've never even heard of that.
I mean, you can spend time Googling it. I'm not going into it. You know, it was like I was like, all right, fine. So now, you know, and me with any show, it doesn't matter. It could be bad, but if you've got me halfway through it, you know, or a season or two in, then I'm gonna finish it. But I don't know, it's okay. And then you know, I don't know, man. I listen to a lot of shit on my phone. You know, like I said, I just do the podcasts. I listen to podcasts and I listen to like Tony Thaxton. He's a musician. He has a podcast about bizarre albums, and that's a fun one to listen to. Cool. And it's a good idea because it's only like 20-minute episodes, so you don't like. You know, it's like you don't have to sit there and spend time. Dude. It's like, you know, I got to drive to work. Boom. You know,
it's gonna cover the quick drive in. Yeah, for sure, dude.
And he talks about cool shit. And then, other than that, you know, just typical comedy. Like I listen to comedy shit and stuff. Like people talk about nerd video games. Like, you know, retro video games mainly, like old shit. Even there are games I've never played, but you know, still it's cool to talk about or listen to people talk about. To me, anyways. I don't know.
You ever listen to the Nintendo one? Because they have like it's like what was the name of the magazine back in the day?
Nintendo Power.
Yeah. So now they have a podcast like with the same name.
I've seen it, but I've never listened to it.
I listened to like the first episode. I never like it's not because it was bad or anything. It was just like I don't know. I just never got into my rotation.
Exactly, you know, that's how it is. Sometimes, like, you know, I'm like, wow, that sounds really cool, and I'll listen to an episode or two, and then I'm like, nah, you know, I'll go back to the same ones that I've listened to forever. Yeah.
I will say the one podcast that I've like gotten into like hardcore this year is a podcast called Are You Garbage?
Never heard of it.
It's H. Foley and Kevin Ryan. And it's these two stand-up comics out of New York and shit, and they basically just have people on, and they like to try to determine if they're garbage. Like,
hey,
people like submit questions, and it's like go over like garbage shit over their lives and stuff. And, like, it's funny. Like H. Foley's fucking like they're both the hosts are fucking hilarious.
And that's cool, yeah. And I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter what the podcast is. I mean, if you've got funny like, you know, people that are like able to catch your attention like that, like that's all you need.
It was like Cumtown. You ever listen to Cumtown?
No.
That I forget his fucking first name. It was like Starvos is his last name. He's like another stand-up comic. Dude. There's like these dirty stand-up comics that like live up in New York, dude. And, like, I don't know. It's a good crew of fucking stand-up comedy. Like, I don't know. It's like the only comedy because like years past, dude, like when I first like really, because like, dude, I'll be honest, man. Like I was never like a fan of stand-up comedy when I was like a kid or anything.
Yeah.
Dude. Like I was never into it. It wasn't until like I met Aaron Bennett and like Carmen's Comedy Club open. He's like, oh, why don't you come try open mic? And I'm like, what's open mic? He's like, go do stand-up comic. And, you know, he's like, so like he helped me with my first bits and stuff. I just started doing it, and it was really fun. And then I kind of got into stand-up. Then I watched a couple like Pablo Francisco, and you know, like I was really into Pablo Francisco.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just stopped paying attention to it again for a while. And then I got back into it because my friend Cindy at work was like, you know, Joe Rogan and like, you know, Joey Diaz, fucking Bert Kreischer and all those guys. So I listened to all that shit. And then I started listening to like Mark Norman and like, you know, getting into like Joe List and like, you know, Legion of Skanks and you know, Big J Okerson, Louis J. Gomez and all those guys. And like, man, it's a fun scene to listen to. And like, you know, they're just dirty comics, man.
And I listen to all those guys because of, you know, listeing to Doug Love's movies.
Yeah, they're all
they've all been on like that.
I love
shit.
Doug
and I
Benson,
listen
dude.
to them through other podcasts
Yeah.
too. Like they're good comedians. Like that's that's why I like listening to comedy podcasts, because you never know who's going to be on it. Like it could be a comedian, it could be an actor, it could be just some random nobody, or just like an improviser like fresh off of the scene or something. And it's like they could be funny or they could be not, but it's still, I don't know. Like I said, I like, no matter what, it something to listen to. Always, I've got enough in my rotation where I'm like, all right, there's never anything old. So.
Right. You're always able to fucking go on keep finding something out there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't really, like, I don't know. I still listen to podcasts, but
I know. I keep trying to think
of like anything else. I mean, like, I don't know.
I keep trying to think of like what I could do to make a podcast, but I'm like, oh, it's like even just talking is having a podcast, but. Yeah. It's like, I'd like to do a podcast. It'd be fun. Like, but I want to do something different. But it's like, just keep thinking at it, Yeah,
I remember the last time you had the idea that was like, I wanted video games and like record, right?
I wanted to do Mortal Kombat. I was like, it would be fun to, just play Mortal Kombat with people, because who doesn't like it? But then I figured out, like, eventually with some research that there's already a podcast that pretty much does that. And I'm like, it's like,
you gotta roll with it, dude.
Exactly. It's like. It's like, and I was like, well, maybe it doesn't just have to be Mortal Kombat. I was like, I'll just, I'll just keep thinking about it. And that's what I'll do, And
yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking high. Yeah, I'm trying to, like, I don't know, dude, because it's just, because I understand, man. You gotta, like, just come up with an idea and just start rolling with it, dude. I think you should just do the Mortal Kombat idea, honestly.
Yeah, honestly. And it's funny.
I think you should.
When we started talking about video games earlier, the other day I was bored, just like, sitting there clearing space off of my Xbox, and then like my Xbox, it seemed like it was just yelling at me. It was just like, hey, Killer Instinct is free, and I was like, what? Oh, and so it's like a new Killer Instinct that I've never played, but it came with the old school Super Nintendo one and the 64 one.
Oh, so it was a cool bundle. Then.
Yeah, it was a bundle, and it was completely free, but, whatever. I downloaded it, and I was like, Killer Instinct is some cool shit. Like, I was like, I started playing it, and I was like, man, what a fun game. And, it made me, I don't know, kind of made me like playing fighting games again. I was like, oh, man, now I want to play some Street Fighter or some Mortal Kombat. Like,
dude, I get down with Street Fighter, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'll play my kids. Like, I'll line them up, dude.
Really?
Line them up, dude. Take them out every time. Like, I'll have my nephew come over, dude. He's like 6, and like he just loves like fighting games. Like we have which one is it? It's the DC one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What's it called?
I forget the name.
Darn. Wow. It'll come back to me in the middle of something we're talking about.
You just be like sitting in the middle of dinner, like, damn it, fucking Superman game. Oh man, yeah, I'm like.
But yeah, the one with all like Batman and Robin and all of them.
Yeah, we spent an afternoon one time, and dude, I just slaughtered all of them like 6 times in a row, dude. And it's like I got bored with it. I just let them beat me at the end. Like, I need to go. But no, I'll go back and I'll still play freaking. I'll still play original Street Fighter.
Oh yeah, dude.
They have that 30th year anniversary or whatever it was, or I don't know, whatever it came with. Like, yeah, but you have access to like all the old school ones.
Anytime there's like a new, I want to say like, I think, because what was the last one? The Street Fighter 5? Was that the big?
Yeah, that's been a while since that.
It has been, yeah. And I remember I played Street Fighter 5 on my PlayStation 4. I downloaded that because it was on sale or something. But I downloaded the whole, all the bundle, all that shit, and played it with the kids, and I played it online. I got good at it, but it's just, then eventually I just got bored with it.
Yeah.
But it's it's not the same playing online with people and getting your ass kicked all the time than when you go back and just play some Super Nintendo and it's like, this is fun.
Like I don't gotta get like high fucking anxiety.
Exactly. I'm like, oh man, it's like as soon as you realize you're losing, you're done for.
It's like how I feel about freaking fucking Call of Duty, dude. It's like I hate going online and like I don't know. I get better at it because you do get a couple extra kills like when you play like consistently online, but it's like I just don't have the time to like sit down every single fucking night and like commit myself to like, even though it's fun, like I like playing. That's why I play the zombies on there, dude, because it's just like it's a computer and like it's really hard. I remember because we were playing that there last year for a little bit.
Oh yeah, dude. And that was this one, right? The Cold War one.
It wasn't this year's one. It was the last year's one.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Because me, you, and Eric played like we tried our cross console.
Yeah. We all had to have our stupid Activision accounts.
Yeah, like I kept like, wait, you entered this and I'll enter this.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it didn't work. Fuck. You know, eventually we got it, but that was still cool though, dude. Like being able to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, my kids like they play like Fortnite across like because Jory's got the Xbox One and then Jameson's got the PS4. And they play each other fucking
nice
against each other and stuff and play on the same. So it's like they're in the same fucking house, but they're in different rooms. Fucking. I don't know, dude. It's Fortnite's pretty fun. I've never like played it, but I'll watch them play it. It seems like it'd be like a fun game for kids, I guess.
That's about it. Like, I mean, you could like be good at it. I was not good at it. I tried. I was like, oh, why not? You know, because I remember when it first came free on the Xbox.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I guess I'll try this, and so I played it and was just like, oh, okay, it's this kind of game. I tried, and I was just like, I can't. I was like, I don't get this, and so I just stopped playing it.
You're just like, I give up.
And then it just blew up, and everybody was like, holy shit.
Fortnite. I remember, like, the first time I saw that game, I was at, you remember Remington?
Yeah.
I had him, like, I went to his house, and, like, his roommate was playing it, and, like, we did dabs, and I just sat there and watched him play it, dude. And I was like, because it's like Minecraft, you know?
Exactly.
It's like, I appreciate the fact that it's not a first-person shooter, and it's, like, third, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird survival aspect to it, and it's strange.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm not really into fad games, I guess, for the most part.
Right,
like, I'll watch my kids play it, dude. Like, they played the Among Us for a little bit. That looked pretty fun.
The girls really like Among Us,
yeah.
And, but they've never actually played it. Now they're all about Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm like, you guys don't even know.
What's up with that, dude? I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Like, it's a scary point and click game. Like,
is that what it is?
Yeah, that's all it is. Okay. Like, it's like fucking like Myst.
That was like a TV show or something.
No, but now of course it's gotten so popular. There's like books and shit. And the other day, Layla was like,
"That sounds."
I was like, I was like, do you want me to get it so you can play it? She was like, no. I was like, why? Are you too scared?
It's like, what do you? It's like their first introduction to horror.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. It's basically just like you do the wrong thing and boom, you get a jump scare.
Oh, is that? Yeah, dude. I always love the one, like, you see that one video, dude, where the guy, like, he punches, like, the fucking his hand through the fucking screen. I love videos like that,
exactly.
Dude. Jump scares are funny, dude. I'll have to show you the video. I'll fucking play it on here. Check this shit out. I totally got fucking Jameson today. I just did the stupid update, dude, and it's like, fucking, you gotta do all this stupid different shit.
That sucks. I don't update my phone.
Dude, he got so fucking pissed, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It was funny, too, because I sent it to Jessica, and then she sent me one back of, like, one she did to him, like, last summer.
Is this just like something you guys do to him?
No, well, yeah, dude. I'll fucking put it out there, dude. They're a bunch of little jump scare fucking addicts, dude.
Well, that's what they get. That's right.
We have corners in our house, dude. So people fucking, you hear somebody coming down the road, and you're like right there, and they don't know. You just post up, and like, and they fucking, dude. I've been getting better at it, dude, because they used to get me all the fucking time. It pissed me off, dude. It pissed me off.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna just start doing that to the kids now.
You should, dude. It's a good time. So, fucking Josh Bryant. Fuck yeah, we did an hour, dude.
Nice, dude. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
And I think we should just I think we should do more hours.
Yeah. Well, it's like I was telling you, I want to do. You want to do more? You want to keep going?
Well, no. I'm saying I think we should keep going
in more episodes.
In more episodes, yeah.
Get you on like more than one, like once a year.
Honestly, dude, yeah, because it's like yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like my strategy is right now is that like bringing people back on the podcast. I just want to bring on like because like before I did like I was trying to have like as many different people on there as I fucking could. I think I did a pretty good job. It was like a fucking like it was never like the same person every week, but I do like the idea of like having like just getting the best of type, the
I think so, yeah.
Like the regs, man.
It's like, yeah, exactly. You get an establishment of like, people like, it's like, oh, or a rotation.
Yeah, get you on like 2-3 times a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that a lot more, dude. So I don't know. I just like having people on that like I talk to, have a good conversation with. Yeah. There's a couple moments I'm like I'm really high.
Well, and
it's gonna get spacey. We're smoking indica, dude. So it's like,
there ain't nothing wrong with that,
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Well, is there any final words? Anything you want to promote or?
No, just hope everybody in your household's doing good. Hope you guys are staying safe and all that stuff.
Stay safe.
Everybody should.
Oh yeah.
And just everybody have a great new year, and enjoy what's to come, I guess.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, Josh Bryant, thank you for coming on the podcast, dude.
All right.
Peace.
Later.
All right.
It's a nightmare.